Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is on the Usos, We the One. So the final zombie of the month is a two-headed showboat beast in the form of the Uso brothers. Chaotic era showboat is what they are. Yeah, they're a coach. Protect gems do 100% more damage at 26k. This will not work on Taker's Juggernaut move because it's a Juggernaut move. So right off the top of my head, I think Chad Gable is the only one that comes to mind that might really benefit from this today. I'm sure that will change in the next little bit, though. It usually does. He's got some links. The zombie one, the Anawai one, which is gems do 25% more damage. Modern era gems do 5% more damage. In the stock, We the One gear. So strap. We're going to run a 30% ultimate. I will put a plate on at some point, probably. 12, level 12 gem damage metal, level 12 move damage metal. That's about it of note. We're going to go on the road. We're going to go into another showboat JBL. The move sets, I have 3. So you're going to see the one I like the least first, and then you're going to see the other 2. We're going to go into JBL, APA, and first move set. Pretty much every move we have is a combo. There's only one that's not a combo. So all of these are going to do 2 things. So we're going to start off with the blue Bloody Boot. 4 MP, 161k damage, deal up to 4 MP from each of your opponent's yellow moves. Then deal 161k damage and deal 597k bleed damage for 2 turns. Soul Stealer, 4 MP, deal 161k damage, steal up to 4 MP from each of your opponent's purple moves. Then deal 161k and steal up to 926k health. And then the Dynamite drop, 8 MP purple, deal 124k damage and make 18 multiply gems into purple gems. We don't care about that right now. We will later. Then deal 124k damage and increase your blue MP by 4. Because the health steal's bigger, and Nakamura is more than Woods is for bleed, I went with the health steal guys to buff that. I think we're going to get a little more mileage out of that. But you could easily go with the bleed trainers instead, because they do last 2 turns, so there is that. Basically, it ends up being the same because of the 2 turns on the bleed, but the health steal's all in 1 turn. Maybe bleed a little bit more damage, but yeah. I digress. Let's get out here. I wouldn't use this, honestly, this moveset, or each of these other 2 moves, the MP steals, really. His other stuff is probably more interesting, so I think very rarely would I use these other 2. That we're going to see here. They're going to be situational for me. He has no yellow to steal here, but that's okay. We're just doing it for the bleed. He does, however, have purple. And let's just fill the blue moves up again. Why not? And let's steal the remaining MP since I have a purple match over here. We'll probably just do that. It's a lot of clicking. And he's going to have a hard time getting started. Spoiler, he won't get started. Let's add the bleed. I'm just going to hold this other one back. Let him get a little purple MP for us. Boom. There's the health steal. Oh, so close. Bleed will do it. Now we just need to generate a pin. It does lack a pinning combination, so we're going to have to... Hopefully he doesn't take that road break. Like that. Not that he's going to be able to get his moves loaded. It just takes a little bit longer. Oh boy. I can never cascade when I want to. Have you guys noticed that? There. Just in case. But I think this will do it. Nope, not quite. Hey, here we go. Okay, so that's that moveset. You could also use the yellow move here. That's a 3x2 area to pin. Wouldn't recycle the blues as well, though. But they are low charge, so one match would do ya. Like I said, I can't see really using those compared to the triple yellow or spoiler triple purple. You could fit them in instead of the setting sun. You could use the yellow steel against the yellow guy. So you could absolutely counter with that. in place, so you could replace that with the triple yellow here. I'm sorry, you wouldn't use the setting stun, I meant the charging bull. That's what you'd replace it with. So triple yellow, all of these, or two of these, are combos, and this is the reversal. 7 MP setting sun, deal 110k damage, choose 2 rows to make into reinforce, then deal 110k damage, choose 2 columns to make into reinforce. Charging bull, 192k damage, choose a 3x2 area to swap into yellow. If the opponent generates at least 2 power gems, then deal 357k, make 20 power gems into protect gems of strength 561k, and then steal their turn. That's a hard counter to anyone making power gems, as well as being useful in the moveset, so that's just a nice addition. And then double down, 10 MP, 233k damage, plus 99k bonus damage for every reinforced gem, then deal 233k damage and make 28 reinforced gems into yellow. Entourage for this one, we are going yellow heavy and reinforce heavy. If you have Striker Sammy, you would put him where Taker is here. He would be 30% yellow gem damage and 60% reinforce at 6-star, really buffing this bonus move up quite a lot. So let's get out here and see how this one looks. I'm going to do the top rows pretty much all the time. I feel like I have less cascade risk there. So you're going to see me do these on the top row. And then we're going to get some more reinforces out, assuming I don't cascade, right here. Like that. And then we'll be able to put our reinforces out again. And make most of them yellow. Pay attention to the reinforced damage. That's 5.66 million. And the gem damage was about 4 million. So we did 10 million total, but not a crazy amount of gem damage. That's what's going to scale to 6-star silver, the gem damage. So instead of 4 million, you'd be doing 8 million gem damage. That 5.6 million, maybe 6.5 mil. Right? So now you're at like 15 mil-ish. If you have Sammy, that'll go much better for you. Right? It's going to do a lot better. What you can do, though, is you can put the Bulldog Bracers on this build and get 50% more to your yellow base gem damage, which is going to equate to about 8k more per gem, assuming I can find the plate. Sadly, the combo moves don't set the plate off twice. One combo move sets it off once, so we'll be getting 2 buffs, not 4. So yellow gems are 48k. They go up 4k. They're 52k. So you're going to get 4k boost each time, which is better than nothing. Just for my sense of OCD. Look at that. Nice little pattern there. $4.4 million in gem damage. You know, you got like an extra 500k, so get like an extra million. It's not a ton, right? I think basically what I'm saying, this is a 30% strap. I think, you know, you get your feud bonus, you get 100% strap, you put the bracers on, you got Cody, not Cody, I keep saying Cody, you got Sammy. I would imagine at silver that probably tops out around 20 million. With the best stuff, I think most people probably going to be in that 13 to 16, 17 million range, and that's right on the borderline. You're probably gonna have a lot of kickouts, right? If you have really good stuff, I think it's right on the borderline of not having a lot of kickouts. So that's really close. So let's take a look at the final move set. Boy, I love this one, but I also hate it, and we'll talk about why. Also, I'm going to say shout out to your average champions player, Lee Dynasty. Lee. Sorry, Lee. Because he pulled him already, and he popped a video of this in my server, really short one, and I wouldn't have probably, no, I wouldn't have done this because it's not how I like to play, but it is super smart. So props to him. Because I'll cascade most likely showing you guys this, but it is super effective. So triple purple, the sky is falling, bites, and dynamite drop. 6 MP, choose a 3x1 area to make into pyro gems, modifies all gems above it into multiply gems of strength 4 when broken by you. Then deal 87k damage and make 3 pyro gems purple gems. Bites, 158k damage, increase the strength of your multiply gems by 5. Then deal 158k damage and decrease the damage of all your opponent's gems for 2 turns. That's going to get bigger because we're going to hit it multiple times. And then Dynamite drop, 124k damage and make 18 multiply gems into purple. Then deal 124k damage, increase your blue MP by 4. So me, the way I played this, I had Mherex here and Matt here. And it did right around 8.9 million without doing extra clicks, right? I was doing right around 8.9 million. The one click, try and set up a row break on the bottom because you're less likely to cascade. I've found when you have multiply gems and you shift the board down, you tend to cascade because the whole board shifts. Or in this case, the board doesn't show up because the game glitches out. And then you get to lose your health packs. Luckily for me, I'm recording a preview and I'll get them reimbursed, but... So yeah, what I was doing was a row break on the bottom, similar to if you've watched me play Funk. My Funk video, very similar to that. Capped out around 9 million with Mem. I wasn't going to use Mem for the video, though. I was going to use Lacey. Anyway, this one definitely has a higher cap. It also has a higher risk. Higher risk, higher reward. But seeing him play that, I know some people like to play that way, so I thought I should redo it that way. Because just because I don't like to play that way doesn't mean other people don't. And it is definitely better than what I was going to show. So shout out to Lee. All right, we're gonna shift the board down. So we like here, bad, right? And we don't want to do a row break because we need as much room on the board as we can. Because we have Dusty and because we have Hogan, every 3 match is worth 7 even in feud. So we can hit this buff a bunch of times if we don't cascade. I don't like that there's 2 yellows there. Yeah, or that I made a row break at the top because I was looking at the yellows. I really don't like that. So we can get it to 19, so I'll run this again with less talking. You can see that popped off for just under 10 million without getting the last set of multiply gems. So I'll do a good one the same way he was doing it, and then I'll show you the setup I was going to use. I wouldn't feud, me personally, you guys know I'm very cascade prone. I wouldn't feud with this build either way because I'll cascade too much. That's just the way it works for me. Either I'm not a good enough player or I'm unlucky or something like that, right? So But it is great to show because there are people that love to play this way and have great success with it. It's also kind of clicky, but the damage potential is great. I also don't like that there's black gems right there. I could just put it over my multiplies because it doesn't really matter. Like, by over them, I mean above them, right here. There we go. Here's your times 19. Okay. So super strong. High risk, high reward. That was 14 million reduced to 13 million, right? And that's without nice stuff. So the way I was going to do it, I'll show you. It's faster, doesn't hit as hard, less cascade risk. But you might not keep them down, and there still is some cascade risk. And I'll just do it with Mherex on so you guys can see, and Matt, what it would look like. Actually, I'll do it with Lacey first for those that don't have Mem, because Mem is super rare. Gem damage. No, let's just do previous. Matt. Here we go. Same exact build, just swap the trainers out, and not going to try and stack a bunch. So on the bottom, we can do a row break, which is perfectly ideal for me. Less chance of cascading when the gem board doesn't shift. Really, here is the only spot, or if we get a, 3 in there. So that's how I like generally trying to do it. So this is, like I said, definitely faster, but definitely does not hit as hard. $9 million reduced to 8.2 million. And that would scale to about 18 mil like that. I'll put Mherex now on for those that have Mem. Could also use Zombie Gunther, actually. I think more people have Gunther than have Mem. Let's try Gunther for you guys. Gem modifier. Is it in there? He's not, because he's going to be gem damage. I think more people would have Gunther than Mem, huh? I have him equipped, though, on Wesley. There you go. Again, I can do the row break on the bottom. This pleases me very much. That was close. And we're going to hit 4. About the same as Lacey. Okay. We will try Mem then. We'll do one with Mem, and we'll see. If I do it 3 times without cascading, that'll be a miracle, and then we'll call this a video, and I'll say what I think about the Usos here. And where they fit into Showboat, which is quite loaded. I am curious how Gunther is going to compare to Mem here, and see if he's working differently than a lot of the other multiply guys do. Could just looked at the damage, but it's too late for that now. like I can do my row break. Excellent. Cascade free. That's kind of wild. About the same. They're all pretty much similar. Lacey, Mem, and Gunther, nothing super crazy. I think Mem was slightly harder than either of the other two. But yeah, it's certainly less than the, like, what, 14 million I did with the riskier set. So there you have it. Again, shout out to Lee, because that forced me to get out of my normal comfort zone and think about how other people might want to play the character. So if you see him, hit him up. He's got great knowledge. Just an average champs player. So let's see my thoughts, my opinions. Right now, this is how I feel about him. I have some really good showboats. Showboat's my favorite class. Regal's ridiculous. I can hit for over 80 million with him. He doesn't compare to Regal for me. I also have Taker at silver. Taker's finisher alone with the gem damage build I have on him hits for, I think, like 15 million in feud. If you have a move damage setup, you can hit for over 20 million just clicking the finisher. So, I mean, like, Taker kind of blows him away, my opinion. Apollo with the Piper plate is, I think, I prefer, personally. Certainly with the Piper and the drip, I would prefer. Seamus has the ability to use either the Judgment Day plate or the Sheriff plate, and they're both great on him. I think personally I would prefer Seamus because safety-wise and speed, I think he would be faster and safer for me. And then Mello, I would also prefer. I think with some of those, like Seamus and Mello, I think could be playstyle preference. Personally, I actually would prefer LA Knight Triple Blue with the new skill plate too, simply because it's fast and zero chance of cascade, gem damage base, and really, really good for boss battle on blues. But yeah, I think he's, like, certainly in your top 5 showboat discussion, probably, for most people. Some people maybe rank him higher. I think he's certainly a great addition. Most people are probably going to like him more than I do, I think. But I don't know that for sure. But I do think he's very strong, very good, and fun to play, and looks awesome. So let me know what you think in the comments of the video. Did you like seeing the higher damage, higher risk thing? Could you also have done without me showing the way I would play him there? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Because I can try to do that more often when that stuff is there. Anyway, guys, I just want to say I love doing previews. It's my favorite thing to do in the game. Getting a chance to see how cards tick and play them myself before I have to give them back is really, really fun. And I appreciate you guys watching them and all the support. So thank you, everybody. Remember to like, subscribe, and share because that helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching and good luck out there. Holy moly, we have a two-headed zombie in the game. Brave.